Where's Cheyney? Who's Cheyney? What is Cheyney?
How can this small HBCU be competing with these giant universities?
That 82 team had 8 high school All-Americans. That's unheard of.
We weren't used to nice things. As long as they have one basketball, that's it.
You have got to play intimidating kind of defense.
Whenever people played them, I don't think they were ready for them.
What we did, no one else has ever done. No one else will probably ever do it.
On the outskirts of Philadelphia lies Cheyney University, the nation's oldest HBCU. It was here in 1971 that C. Vivian Stringer's Hall of Fame coaching career began.
I was hired as a professor, assistant professor in health and physical education. Ultimately, I wanted to coach the basketball team. And so I said, I'll do it.
She'd do it without being paid for it, or without being able to offer any of her recruits a scholarship.
We didn't have a whole lot in terms of locker rooms, showers, and meeting rooms. We didn't have all of that, but we had game.
We just had to convince people, and I knew that I could do a better job of relating to our people as people.
It was the first time for me to be around all of people like me. They all had afros just like I did.
As a Division II school playing Division I women's basketball, Cheyney State won 26 games in 1980 and 1981. By the time the 1982 season arrived, the Lady Wolves were ranked 7th in the preseason poll. But on the day of their very first game, tragedy struck. Stringer's 14-month-old daughter, Nina, was diagnosed with spinal meningitis.
All of a sudden, Nina can't walk or talk or anything. A devastating situation for me and my family.
Stringer would spend many nights by Nina's side at the Children's Hospital in Philadelphia, missing multiple practices and games with her team.
She told us what she expected from us. We still have to play. So that just took our focus to a whole nother level. And that's when things started to happen.
Beautiful defensive play that time.
The quiet rallying cry the team instituted amongst themselves was all the extra incentive the Lady Wolves needed, especially at home, where their average margin of victory was 40 points.
It came to the point that the women was drawing the bigger crowd than the men. The roles switched, and it was like, whoa, all these fans here to see us.
We had a lot of back and forth with Cheyney State. I don't think that they looked or thought twice about the size of their school, the size of their gym, what league they played in. They just played. And they were a reflection of Vivian and that mindset.
Right now, we've got a lot more work and a lot better that we've got to play if we're going to find ourselves on that Final Four situation.
By March, number 2 ranked Cheyney State was riding a 19-game winning streak and earned a number 2 seed in the inaugural women's NCAA tournament.
Nobody expected us to win the next game. Oh, they got lucky this game. They got lucky again. Damn, they lucky.
So damn lucky that they advanced all the way to the Final Four.
We got to the Final Four, right? And they gave us a T-shirt, the finalists. And guess how many people was on there? 3. Who missing? Cheyney missing. If not me and my sisters on that shirt, they're like, this the Final Four. How you count the 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
And then it was 2 after Cheyney State dominated Maryland 76-66 to become the first and only HBCU basketball team to reach the finals at the Division I level. With an enrollment of just over 2,100, they are believed to be the smallest as well.
Those women won 4 games: Auburn, North Carolina State, Kansas State, Maryland. Those are all Power 5 institutions.
The only team standing between the Lady Wolves and winning the national championship was the #1 team in the country, the Louisiana Tech Lady Texters. Cheyney State raced out to a 16-8 lead.
Boy, she's got that turnaround jumper down.
But in the end, Louisiana Tech was just too strong.
That'll do it. The Lady Texters have won it. First ever NCAA Women National Champions.
I was crying like a baby. And I remember her coming into the locker room. She had tears in her eyes, and she said, "I'm so proud of you guys."
I'm so proud of what you represented for all of us. Little did we know how much of an impact it was going to make on so many people throughout our lives.
They really were pioneers in a lot of ways. For a small school like that, with no resources, to show other programs around the country, it's not about the money, it's not about the facilities, it's about the people.
When they write all the stats, they put La Tech, but they also have to write Cheyney, and we still are a part of history, and it should not be forgotten.
As I look at this 40 years later, and I think, no HBCU has ever reached a national championship level. Wow, that's amazing.